Shalom, and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is a recording of a Shabbat sermon with guest speaker Jeremy Ornstein.
Our darshan this morning is Jeremy Ornstein, a dear friend of Noah and Ethan.
It's a pleasure to be here with you all. Thank you to Beth for sharing your Shabbat with us. This parsha, V'Chanan, asks the question, how do you keep a covenant alive? And it's an important question because the Jewish people are at a major transition. We're about to cross the Jordan into the promised land. And the generation that came out of Egypt is almost gone. Moshe is almost gone. We're going to have a new generation, and don't even get us started on the 200 generations, the thousands of years to come. It's hard to keep a covenant when the world is changing. New challenges, new distractions. Hard to stay committed to the God and the laws of the God we seek. It's hard to keep a promise for a single lifetime. A 5-year-old says, Mom and Dad, I'm never leaving home. And then the 18-year-old says, I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. And then the 25-year-old says, you mind if I stop by for lunch? It's hard to predict the person we become. So how do you keep a promise for a lifetime? How do you keep a covenant as a people forever? One answer comes from Moshe at the start of the parsha. Freeze time. Because Moshe has been told he can't enter the promised land. His crimes, the people's crimes, and it's the end of his life. He's 120 years old. And God wants a new leader to lead us into the promised land, Joshua, so we can set a new chapter. But Moshe has unfinished business. He has mitzvot he can only do in the land of Canaan. So as the rabbi told us, he prays 515 times. He pleads, V'Chanan. And this is Midrash. In the 516th prayer, God interrupts. Rav lach, enough. Enough, Moshe, enough prayers, enough mitzvot, enough leadership. You can't go. And I think how Moshe felt, that impulse to say, wait, just freeze. Come on, let me stay the person I said I would be. Let me keep my promise. Just a little more time. I think about the time I ran a marathon last year with someone named Ethan. And the first 19 miles, no problem. Joking, chatting. But then we crossed Minneapolis to St. Paul. And we're running harder, but we're running slower. And there's a pacer, a guy who runs a consistent 9-minute mile marathon. That's the time we want. And he's catching up on us. Every lemonade break, he comes closer until he's right there running with us. Oh my gosh, Ethan and him are making chatter. He's so friendly. I'm barely going. I want to turn to him and say, would you slow down? Would you slow down, please? He's a nice guy. Please, man, for me, just slow down a little bit. But you can't ask time to slow down. Time doesn't slow down for anyone. In the end, Ethan and I finished at slightly different times. He got there a little ahead. And his parents found us in the crowd, bought us lunch, gave me a fresh pair of socks. The lesson is the same. You can't ask time to slow down. You can't outrun change. God doesn't let you do it, not even for Moshe. But back to the story. God does bring Moshe to the summit of Mount Pisgah, says, look out, west, north, south, east, about the land, gaze. And when Moshe comes back, he's ready to let Joshua lead. He's ready to have the people carry the covenant. He can't. So he gives us things to carry. He gives us the Shema to repeat again and again. He gives us the commandments to learn and rise for. But the thing that he really wants us not to forget, not to let us fade, is a moment, almost like a shard of time, frozen time, almost, maybe. It's the revelation, us receiving the Torah at Sinai. And I'll read it, and you can wonder if this is frozen time or something else. You came forward and stood at the foot of the mountain. The mount was ablaze with flames to the very skies, dark with densest clouds. The Lord spoke to you out of the fire. You heard the sound of words, but perceived no shape, nothing but a voice. You heard the sound of words, but perceived no shape, nothing but a voice. I think of that scene, and it strikes me. Because so much of this parsha is about exact specifications, commitments, things to do again and again. But here, at the core of it, is a moment that cannot be defined, cannot be copied exactly. And it's so that Moshe can warn us against idols. He says, do not sculpt an image in the likeness of the Lord. There was no image you saw. There's nothing you can build out of that, nothing to copy. There was flames and a voice, no form. Don't make a sculpture of a man, a woman, a bird, a fish, a star. None of these. Those are your imaginations because there was nothing there, no form there for you to copy. And what does it mean? That at the mysterious heart of our covenant are not just scaffolds and specifications and commitments, but fire, the sound of words, nothing but a voice for us to hear and interpret here and now. And maybe that's some secret of our long-lasting covenant, our commitment, but also our reinterpretation, and the recognition that without shape, there's always something emerging, always something coming anew. And it's funny that in the Torah, the words we repeat so carefully, Moshe repeated words too. In this Torah portion, he repeated words, but differently. When he first gives us the 10 Commandments, he says, Zachor Shabbat, remember Shabbat. And in this Torah portion, in the retelling of the 10 Commandments, he says, Shamor Shabbat, keep or guard. It's the same moment, but the words are different. Another face of Torah, another expression for us to carry out. The scrolls are not slabs of stone. They're a crackling fire to reinterpret. But if I keep saying the word fire, I'm just going to have to mention the burning passion of love that is in the room today between Ethan and Noah. Beautiful. There's Lev in the middle. Looking good, Lev, as always. These guys were held together by an amazing love across so much physical distance for so many years. But not just love that held them together. It's how they are as people. I think of Noah. She's so amazing. She's been such a good friend to me and to all of us. She's a 200% listener. She listens 100% with the food she cooked you at Shabbat, with her questions, her advice, her suggestions. And she's 100% in your shoes, 100% seeing the world through your eyes, 100% totally with you. That's why we love her. That's why we'll go anywhere with her, spend any time, because she brings something out of us we didn't know was there. And it's such a pleasure to be her friend. And I think about Ethan. He's a guy who's down to try anything. He'll walk around a lake with me. He'll take a strange Uber ride. He'll go down this supermarket aisle and that one. But he's also a person who, when he wants something, he'll run for it. He'll run and run, however fluid, however far, however dangerous, he'll run for the person he truly loves. And these two people are tenacious. I mean, that's the word for them. They're tenacious. They know how to hold something tight. But they also know how to hold something that's growing. They know how to love through change. They have done it, and they'll keep doing it. Someone said changing locations. I'm like Minneapolis, Boston, New York City, Chicago, Boston. Who knows where they'll go? Changing careers, coder, teacher, therapist, doctor, teacher. Changing the number of people in their family. Right now it's 2. Maybe soon it'll be 3. And I'm not talking about a throuple. I'm talking about the love of a growing family. I'm not talking about a throuple. I'm talking about multiple, who knows what's coming. All we're saying is the family will change. Their faces will change. Our faces change. We grow as people. We grow older. Our faces change. But the love will be there. And the love will deepen. And that's the story. The world will change. We face abrupt and challenging, dramatic change, good and bad. But these guys know how to love each other through all of that. And it's so amazing and beautiful. And I'll end by saying, when Moshe came down from the mountain, I think he saw that he was ready to let go because he knew the people would take a part of him with them, that they would continue the covenant. We aren't going to let go, but we want you to take us with you wherever you go, and we will be there with you. And we'll love you and we'll celebrate you. Let this wedding not just be the recognition of what you're doing, but a moment we can repeat over and over. We want to follow you wherever you go, and we love you so much. And you guys are amazing, and you're meant for each other, and it's so good to see you here and everyone here because we love you that much. Wow. And blessed is the Lord who protected our grandparents, who protected our ancestors, who brought our grandparents here, who brought all of us here. May the Lord shelter us and give us peace. Blessed are you guys. Thank you. Love you.
You've been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast website or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information on Temple Beth Am, Los Angeles, please visit www.tbala.org.